Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Come on in, YouTube. I'm back with another live stream. Welcome to Elevate with Lane. I teach you guys how to create impact and income on this channel. So come on in, come on in. Welcome in, TikTok. Welcome in, FB. Welcome in. So if you guys are just joining, drop your cities in the chat. Let me know where you tuning in from. YouTube, let's hit the likes on the live stream. That's how you push me out in algorithm. Come on in. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. FB, let me see. Can I see the comments? Welcome in, FB. Hey, Les. Y'all drop y'all cities in the chat while y'all coming in. Come on in, come on in. We are back with another live stream. I am Lane Lavish. If you're new here, who we got in the chat? And TikTok, let's tap the screen and get the likes up. FB, y'all hit the likes on the live stream and y'all drop y'all cities in the chats too. Let me see. Swipe left to reveal comments. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome in, welcome in. Drop your cities in the chat. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Lorraine said, here is T. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got Winder, Georgia in the building. Michelle is in the building. Who we got? We got Shorewood. Is that Illinois? Okay. So I'm streaming on 3 platforms tonight, y'all. We got B Lynn is from Florida. New. Shout out to you, B Lynn. Thank you for being in the chat tonight. We got Waco, Texas, Cleveland, Ohio. We got Kentucky. Hey, Kia. We got Stonecrest, Georgia. Okay. That's not too far from me. Come on in, y'all. Come on. We got DMV in the chat. We got Lawrenceville, Georgia in the chat. I know that's right. So my YouTube family, make sure you guys hit the like on the live stream. That's how you boost me out into the algorithm. I promise you it's free to like. It's not going to charge you nothing. So hit that like, hit the thumbs up on the live stream for me. We got St. Louis, Missouri in the building. Come on in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. You got a different POV today. I kind of switched my setup so I could see everybody at the same time. So yeah. Hey Keisha. Who's that? Who that? Les said, love me some Lane, girl. You the truth and so classy. Thank you, Les. Period. Shout out to you. So yes. So welcome into the chat, everybody. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Lane. I teach you guys how to create impact and income through starting your own housing program. And the biggest misconception, y'all, a lot of people think that you have to start a nonprofit to get paid for housing people. They think that you need grant money to get started. I had a conversation earlier today with somebody, and she was like, I've been always wanting to get paid from housing different people, but I'm just trying to get grants. I'm trying to get grants. Listen, y'all, you don't need no grants to start this business. Binky said, OMG, my girl's so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Casey. Who is that? Shantae said, you have totally inspired me to do this. And yes, y'all definitely can do this. And that's why I get on here and show y'all what's possible for y'all. You don't have to be no nurse. You don't have to be no CNA. And you don't have to open up no group home. So that's why I put y'all and let y'all know that you have options. You can start a housing program. Anybody can start a housing program. Listen, y'all, you can even be a felon and start a housing program. Nobody's coming to clock your tea and check your credentials. So yes, Red said, I'm in Pensacola, Florida. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Please help me. So you are in the right place. So if you guys ever had desire to get paid from housing veterans, seniors, people that's transitioning from jail or prison, people that are disabled but can still live independently, you need to be considering starting you a housing program, y'all. This is a new wave. We not starting up group homes no more. We not starting personal care homes, and we not starting assisted livings. We are starting housing programs. Some people refer to this as independent housing, independent living, co-living, shared housing. So why are we starting these type of housing, y'all? Because number one, you don't need no license or no zoning to start this up. You don't need to be certified, and you don't even need to own the house. So you can do this through renting property. Hadia said lip combo is everything. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all know I love a good lip combo, for real, for real. But on another note, I've been definitely thinking about it. Just recently came from working from a group home for a few years. So this is completely different from a group home, y'all. This is completely different. And that's why I try to tell y'all, you do not need to be a nurse, a CNA, none of those things. As long as you got a business mind and a heart to want to help people, you definitely could do this. Love and Light said, Lane, guess what? I started my second home with veterans. My first house is at 100% capacity. Let's go. Listen, my students, I got some real heavy hitters in the chat. And that's another thing, y'all. On Friday, I'm going to be bringing up some of my biggest success stories to come and show y'all that what's possible for you, because my students is really in the field. They regular people just like me and you. They invested in themselves and they took action. So that's what the difference is. So that's what I teach you guys. Cornelia said, do we need a boarding room permit? No, you don't. It just depends on your city. Where are you located? Let's see. We got Greensboro, Wilmington, North Carolina in the chat. Listen, we got people in North Carolina that's starting up their housing program and that's up and running and got their beds filled. You can do this anywhere. This is not limited to one part of the country. If there's homelessness in your area, you can do this, y'all. You can do this in a rural area. You can do this in a city area. You do not have to be on the bus line. Sharon said, love your hair. Thank you. Rita said, how do I become a student remotely? So you become a student by investing in either my replay or my bundle. So yes. Somebody said, do you have female or male veterans? I house mainly men. I have only one female house, y'all. I have only one female house, and I don't really have any female veterans. I only have male veterans. So, yeah. We got Ohio in the chat. We got Madison, Wisconsin in the chat. Listen, all the cities that y'all naming, I got students in almost every state. I got students in New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Michigan, Florida, and they up and running. They up and running. Somebody said, dang, I missed what you said because of the ads. Listen, I'm monetized on YouTube, y'all. Y'all gonna have to bear with me for the commercial breaks. We get into a bag on YouTube now, so y'all gonna have to just skip the ads, y'all. It's okay. Y'all gonna have to skip them ads for me. I gotta make my money some way. Listen. But yes, y'all, if you are new to the chat, welcome in. My name is Lane. I teach you guys how to get paid from housing the homeless through starting your own housing program. Anybody can start a housing program, y'all. You don't have to be a nurse. You don't have to be a CNA. As long as you got a business mind and a heart to want to help people, you definitely can do this. You definitely can do this. You don't need no 24-hour staff around the clock. Let me tell y'all what this is not. This is not a group home. This is not a personal care home. This is not an assisted living. This is independent housing. Some people call it independent living. Some people call it co-living, shared housing, halfway house, sober living. It's all the same concept, y'all. It's all the same concept. But the key thing is, we are not providing any care or any services to these individuals. And that's why you don't need a license to do this. That's why you don't need to be zoned to do this, because we are only providing housing only. So think of it like an Airbnb for people that's on a fixed income. That's how I try to get y'all to understand it. So you're not sitting here giving nobody 3 meals a day. These people that we house are high functioning and can do for themselves. So that's what the difference is. We are not housing children. We're not housing children. We are only housing high functioning adults. And that's how we're getting around not being licensed and not having to go through zoning, because we're not sitting here running no group home. We're not running a personal care home. So that's that on that. Pretty said, hey, Lane, I've been so busy. I've been missing your lives, but I'm so happy I brought your class. Period. Are you in the FB? So what, guys? Listen, God's daughter said we not housing men either. What the heck? Y'all is funny in this chat tonight. She said we not housing men either. Listen, I love housing men, y'all. That's my favorite. That's my favorite to house. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I love housing men over women. Look, once you get into this field, y'all, you're gonna understand why I said that. But men are just way easier to house than women. Women are very catty. Women are dramified. Like, it be a lot sometimes. But the men, when I tell y'all, the men, they mind their business. They know how to resolve their own conflict. They listen. The men listen. I tell them what to do, they gonna listen. So that's why I enjoy housing men population. But I do have a women house, so I'm not gonna say that I don't house women because I do, but I just can't see myself housing strictly women. I just can't see that for me. However, that might be a ministry. That ain't my ministry though. I can't just house women only. I can't do that. But yeah, y'all, do you house both sex in the same house? Some people have co-ed homes. If you want to have co-ed homes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. But me personally, I like to separate the houses by gender. So for example, I have men only home, women only home. So that's how I do it. But I do have one house that is co-ed and it just works. It just works. But here's what I'm going to say about the co-ed, y'all. Do not be mixing them young people in their co-ed. It's gonna be crazy. I did it in the beginning. That was one of the mistakes I made when I first got started. I was housing men and women, and it was like in their 30s and 40s. When I tell y'all, it was like the real world. I don't know if y'all ever saw that show back in the day, the real world, MTV. They was sleeping with each other. It was drama. This lady made this guy move out. The girlfriend found out. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. So I'm not. So honestly, y'all, I teach you guys how to run businesses that's not going to drive you up a wall. Like I like no stress. I like my homes running itself. And that's what I tell y'all. Also very classy. Thank you, Tanisha. Shout out to y'all in the chat tonight. But that's what I'm going to say about that. That's what I'm going to say about co-ed, honestly. Babies too. Listen, look, babies too. They be in there messing around. And listen, they grown. You can't really control that. But as a housing provider, this is your program. You run your house how you see fit. And that's the beauty of independent housing, y'all. No, but there is no right or wrong way to do this. So honestly, you could tailor your housing program to your own personality. And this is what I like to tell people. You can run it as strict as you like or as lenient as you like. Me personally, I like to run a strict program. I like order in my home. So I don't play those games with them. But if you want to run a lenient house, just know that it's going to be drama. It's going to be a lot of back and forth and it's going to be chaos. I need order. I need structure and I need order. And that's where the impact comes in, y'all. Like, I teach you guys how to create an impactful business through starting a housing program. This is not no rooming house. This is not no trap house, and this ain't no boarding home. And I'm gonna tell you why this ain't that. Number one, when individuals come in our homes, they gotta abide by our program rules or our house rules. That's where the impact come in. We are creating a safe and structured living environment for these individuals. They not coming in our homes and wilding out, bringing in substances, getting drunk, bringing in people. This ain't that. We running a strict program around here, and that's where the impact come in, y'all. That's what make us different. Hey, Sharon. Sharon said, I got my 2 VIP tickets for Tampa. Can't wait. Let's go. Listen, y'all done sold out the VIP tickets for Tampa. So for everybody that's in the chat, I'm going to be in Tampa. My next in-person event is going to be Tampa, March 28th in Florida. And the theme is building housing programs by the water. Listen, y'all, I love to give y'all experiences. So you definitely want to be in the room. And all of our events sell out. All of our events sell out. So if you don't get your tickets by March 28th, you just might miss out. I just told someone else that yesterday. This ain't a rooming house. Listen, y'all, heavy on that. This ain't no rooming house. So I hate when people try to get on my live streams and be like, oh, this is like a boarder home. This like a rooming house. No, this ain't. There's structure in these homes. They not about to come in here and do whatever they want to do. Now, when you go into a rooming house, people are just renting out rooms and they just live in any type of way. That's not what we do, y'all. We offer shared living, shared rooms. So the difference is we put a minimum 2 people in one room. And yes, people are willing to share a room. So this ain't renting out private rooms on FB Marketplace. This ain't you putting up your room on Pass Split. This ain't that. This is a housing program where they got to come in here and they got to act like they got some sense. Yeah, kind of like a sober living in a sense. But you can make it as strict or as lenient as you like. That's what the difference is. But yeah, Keisha said, did you say you don't have any more VIP? VIP is sold out for Florida, y'all. Y'all sold them VIP tickets out so fast. We're gonna be on the yacht though. So, and listen, I'm a vibe to be around. So you better get your VIP. Well, honestly, you can't. There ain't no more VIP tickets to get. But we're gonna be on the yacht after the event, so it's gonna be a vibe. And it's limited. I think we only having like 9 people on the boat with us. So, hey Sway, welcome back. Welcome back. I got some of my OGs in the chat for YouTube. I got some of my day ones. If this is your first time seeing me live, drop a 1 in the chat. If this is your first time seeing me on live. You gotta come to Memphis. I don't know what the demand is like out there in Memphis though. We gotta see. Will you be coming to Texas? Texas might be on the map for this year. It might be on the map. All right, we got some ones in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my newcomers in the building. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I have to make my new lady declutter her room. I'm cracking up. So yeah, shout out to y'all for YouTube is fast over here. YouTube is fast. But yeah, so welcome in everybody. Leslie said, I have been looking at your replays on YouTube, but I'm now a student. Let's go. I know that's right. Listen, one thing about YouTube, y'all do not play around. Y'all gets down, y'all don't play. And I love that for y'all. And I got some heavy hitters in the chat. Some of my students is in the chat doing their biggest one. Oh, we got to get a bigger boat. Yeah, I got to tell Jay, we got to up the yacht. We got to up the yacht. But yeah, y'all. So welcome in for everybody that's being in the chat tonight. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Lane. I teach you guys how to create impact and income through starting your own housing program. Anybody can start a housing program, y'all. This is not a group home. This is not a personal care home. This is not an assisted living. This is independent housing. Some people call it independent living. Some people call it co-living, shared housing, sober living. It's all the same concept. The key thing is that we are not providing any care to the individuals that we house. We're only providing them a safe and structured place to call home. And that's what the difference is. Anything coming to New Orleans? Maybe. I got some students out there in Louisiana that's up and running doing their biggest one. Who that? Somebody said, Monique said, I bought my replay. I know that's right, Monique. Shout out to you in the chat. But yeah, y'all, I'm letting y'all know who cooks, they cook for themselves. And this is the thing, y'all. Being that we are offering housing only, this is independent housing. If a person is not able to make their own food in that kitchen, if they're not able to take their own medication, if they're not able to bathe themselves up, they don't belong in no independent housing. They don't qualify for your housing if they can't do those things on their own. So that's what the difference is. We are strictly independent housing only. We're not giving them any care. I do have students in Alabama. Yeah, I sure do. Absolutely. I got students up and running in Alabama. We don't provide no food. Listen, when I tell y'all we are only providing a safe and structured living environment, that's it. That's it. A safe and structured living environment. You're not responsible for doing that for them. They are grown. They are independent. This is not a group home, y'all. A lot of y'all be in that mindset of a group home. A lot of y'all be in that mindset of a personal care home. This ain't that. This ain't that. So I'm doing my big one. I can't wait to tell you the offer I got today. Let's go, Matika. Period. Period. So yes, listen, y'all. On Friday, my live stream. Make sure y'all tune into my live stream on Friday at 7:30 because I'm gonna be bringing up a lot of my students and success stories, so y'all can hear live and unscripted, real life people just like you that invested in themselves, put the work in, and they got their housing program off the ground. And that's why I tell y'all, this ain't no group home that you gotta wait 2-3 years, 6 months to get started. This ain't that. My biggest success story, y'all, she got started in 2 weeks. She opened her housing program in 2 weeks. And to this day, she got 3 houses open and she's filled. So honestly, y'all, the sky is the limit. As long as you got a business mind, you an action taker, and you got a heart to want to help people, the sky is really the limit. What did you say about North Carolina? I got students in North Carolina, a whole lot of students in North Carolina. What's the difference between your independent housing program and to get my replay? That's the same. That's the same one, I think. Hold on. That's the same one. Student. Oh yeah, Sharon. Listen, we got Ocala, Florida is on the map doing their biggest one. I tell y'all be like, do you got anybody in Florida? Is people in Florida doing this? Yes. I got students in Ocala, Florida doing her biggest one. I got students in Indiana doing their biggest one. Listen, y'all better join the winning team. Ain't nobody teaching it like me and mine. Me, only person I can endorse is Jay Rich. Everybody else, I can't say nothing about them. But we create winners. We produce winners in real life. That's why you need to be careful who you invest with when it comes to learning the housing business. What's the usual turnover? Honestly, it depends on the demographic that you house. So typically for my students, somebody said, I want to do this, but I'm too easy going. They'll run over me. I'm cracking up his child. Listen, you got to put somebody in place that's going to be the muscle for you, because you got to have a backbone in this business, y'all. You got to, these people will tell you every sob story in the book. Yes, we are in the business to help people, but we are still running a business at the end of the day. So you got to look out for your business. You can't let nobody run your stuff. Absolutely not. Listen, the version of me that y'all see is different than what my housing clients see of me. It's two different. You got to turn a different person on. So you're going to have to tap into that alter ego. You're going to have to channel that other, because listen, the business version of me is a whole nother person. I get on here, I laugh with y'all. They don't be seeing me laugh like that. I get on here, I crack jokes, I laugh. My people don't do that. Uh, Wait, somebody asked something. Oh, okay. Somebody asked about the turnover rate. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing when it comes to the demographics that you can house. So you can house veterans, you can house seniors, you can house people that's disabled but can still live independently. You can house people in recovery, you can house people coming home from jail or prison, and you can also house working people, which is considered private pay. Now, out of all those demographic, I teach you guys to go after. Chosen said, how do I purchase the replay? Is there a website? So everything is linked in this description of this video. So if you click on the link in my stand story, I would recommend everybody to start with the bundle. I would recommend everybody to start with the bundle because it comes with the replay and it comes with the forms to run your housing program. Folks go and play, especially if you got a soft spot. That part, yeah. So y'all can't be soft in this business. You're gonna have to put on your different personality for this. My business didn't grow until I put boots on the ground, as you say, and went out there. That part, that's the thing, y'all. This is a very rewarding business, but you got to be willing to put in the work. It's not going to come it's not just going to come to you. You have to go out there and market your housing program. You have to make a name for yourself. Chantel said, anyone here from North Carolina, I want to start it up. Listen, Chantel, I got countless people that's in North Carolina up and running right now. You ain't said nothing. You must be new to my page. You must be new to my page because I got too many success stories out there in North Carolina. And my business partner out there in North Carolina doing his biggest one too. So yeah, New Jersey in the chat. Oh, back to what I was saying, y'all. So listen, I teach you guys to go after the population that's more stable. So a lot of people want to start up transitional housing, but the business model that I teach you guys to start up is not really transitional. So I like to house seniors, veterans, people that are disabled because they don't go nowhere, y'all. They do not leave. Once you have an individual that likes your housing, especially a senior, seniors don't do all that moving around, y'all. Now, if you housing the recovery population, that's more transitional. So you're going to have a higher turnover rate. If you're housing people coming home from prison or jail that's kind of young, like in their 40s and 50s, they're eventually going to leave within 30 to 90 days. So when you have a more transitional population, you're going to have a high turnover rate. So that's why I kind of tell y'all, don't build your business off a transitional population. We're not building our business off of working people. We're not building our housing program off of a strictly recovery, strictly prison population, because those population will eventually phase out and you're going to have to constantly be having to fill your beds. And that's annoying. That is very annoying. That's very annoying. So I teach you guys to go after the more guaranteed income population, which is seniors, people that are on a fixed income that receive disability, people that are transitioning from prison that are older though. So, and I get a check. So that's what the difference is. So those are the populations I teach you guys to build your housing program off of. Um, do you allow their families to visit them in your home? So here's the thing. Me personally, I don't allow visitors. Now, if you want to have people coming in and snooping in your house and looking all around, you absolutely can. But this is the thing, y'all. And this is a sad reality of this business, right? A lot of the people that we house, a lot of the demographic that we house, they don't have family. They don't have no loved ones. So I didn't realize until I got into this business how many seniors don't have children, especially the men. The men don't have wives. They don't have like spouses. They have the family don't want nothing to do with them. That's a very common thing in this business, y'all. So they not gonna have no visitors. Nobody's coming to see them. They have no visitors, no support system. Out of maybe like 1 out of 10 people, they family might drop by, and in that case, the family is just dropping by to drop off groceries for them and leave. That's it. That's it. One of my guys that I have, he's older. He's like in his 60s. His sister is his payee, right? The only time his sister comes, the sister pay his rent every single month, and she come and drop off his groceries on his payday, which is the third. So that's the only time you see her, and then she don't even come in the house. She dropped the groceries at the front door, and then she cut his hair in the driveway, and then she leave. That's how it be, y'all. That's the reality of this business. Y'all thinking about visitors like these people have all these friends and family. These people don't really have no family like that. So ain't no visitors coming. And even then, you still ain't getting no visitors up over here. If you want visitors, go at your own place. We not doing that over here. You gotta protect your investment. You gotta protect your business. Certain people is gonna be liability. So that's a liability. I'm not letting nobody come in. And another thing, this is a shared living environment. Why would you want to bring one of your family members in the house strictly full of men and sit in the living room? Ain't no hanging out up in here. Ain't none of that going on. You want to go hang out, they're going to pick you up and take you out to eat. Normally they come pick them up, take them out to lunch, take them out to dinner, drop them back home. That's it. They're not about to sit here and hang around. And this is a shared living environment, y'all. So me personally, no visitors. But if you want to have visitors in your home, be my guest and let me know how that work out for you. 4 people in and you're right. What you mean? What you mean, Joseph? Oh, you said you doing the business and you got 4 people. Listen, I'm not telling y'all what I think. I do this business in real life. I'm not about to sit here and cap y'all down for no internet. Les said no visitors because they try to get all in your business with your house. That's another thing, y'all. Keep people out your business, please. Please keep people out your business. How often do you check on your house? So here's the thing. I got eyes and ears on my house 24/7. I got cameras in all my locations, y'all. I teach you guys how to set systems up in your homes where you don't have to be there every single day. You have things in place and you have people in place and you have systems in place where you don't have to be at your houses. Honestly, y'all, the last time I've been to my house, if you follow me on FB, I went live the last time I was at one of my houses, and that was at my veteran house. I think that was like last Monday. When did everybody get paid? I think that was like almost a week and a half ago. That's the last time I've been to my houses. So you don't have to always be at your house, but you always gonna have eyes and ears on your home. Joseph said, I started this month and I was considering guests. Listen, well, you try it out and you let me know how that work out for you. But me personally, ain't no guests coming up in here. Absolutely not. And imagine one person want to have a guest, now the other 6 want to have a guest. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So listen, when you get into this business, certain rules you're gonna set in place just to make easier for yourself. It's not worth all of that. Any Tampa students in the group? I got Florida students in the group. I got students in Florida that's up and running. I don't know if they in Tampa per se. So I got students in Ocala, Florida. I got students in Orlando. I got students in Port St. Lucie. Oh wait, Les in Tampa. Oh wait. Oh, I do got a student in Tampa, matter of fact, but she on TikTok, so you wouldn't even see her. But yes, we do have some Tampa students in the chat, but you have to join my community to get access to my students. Anyone in Memphis here? I don't know. I'm interested, but in UK, is this possible? What? Shout out to the UK in the building. We got viewers in the UK. Now, I don't know, how is homelessness like out there in the UK? So let me know. How is homelessness out there in the UK? How do you remove how do you remove a tenant? Because I think after 1 month of living, they can be removed just like that. Here's the thing, y'all. Number one, we are not landlords. When y'all invest in my replay and y'all get my bundle, I get you out of that landlord mindset. I get you out of that landlord mindset, y'all. This is a housing program. We are not nobody's landlord and they are not no tenants. So, um, we are not no landlords and they are not no tenants. So what does that mean? So kind of think of it like an Airbnb. I don't know if you've ever I don't know if you've ever stayed at an Airbnb before, but you have to follow that person's house rules. You can't go in that person's house and throw house parties and do all type of crazy things. They will call the police and have you escorted off the premises. It's almost the same thing. Oh, Tasha said I'm in the community. Oh yeah, well, put that question inside the FB community. But Les is in Tampa for sure. But that's what the difference is, y'all. And so here's the thing. I've been doing this business since 2022. I've been doing this business since 2022. I have never had to do an eviction, and I never will. Because I know how to get people out of my house, and I teach y'all how to properly terminate people from your housing program in my replay. So if you are in the chat, the best thing to invest in is that replay. It's going to walk you from A to Z. So I don't take nobody to no court. I tell them to leave, and guess what? They leave. They leave. As simple as that. That is never an issue. Are they allowed to cook on the stove? I'm cracking up, Shonda. Where you get that from? Where you get that from? Tomorrow, are they allowed to cook on the stove? Of course they can cook. Of course they can cook. This is your house. This is your program, your rules. If you don't want your people to cook on the stove, they don't have to cook on the stove. If you want to allow them to cook on the stove, you can. That's what I be trying to get y'all to understand. There is no right or wrong way to do this business. As long as you are offering safe and structured living for these individuals in need, that's all that matters. However strict you want to be, however lenient you want to be is on you. It's on you. YouTube, let's get the likes up in the live stream, y'all. It's a bunch of y'all in here, and we only got 27 likes, y'all. It's free to like the live, y'all. Y'all show love to me by liking the live stream. I will greatly appreciate it. So just hit the thumbs up on the stream to show that this is good content and push me out into the algorithm. Thank you. Thank you. Let's keep getting the likes up. It's a bunch of y'all in here. I don't see nobody touching that like button. What we doing? All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Which replay is the best one to get? So you can either get the bundle or the regular replay. That's an issue. Are you afraid to visit a house full of men by yourself? Absolutely not. I've been doing this business since 2022, actually 2021. Them men respect me, y'all. I just look like this. My aura demands respect. And that's the thing. When you go in there and you present yourself in a certain way, people are going to respect you, especially the men. And the minute that I don't be in there smiling in no men faces, ladies, you start your housing program, don't be in there smiling in no men faces, all grinning ear to ear. I don't do that. I walk up in there, I mean business. They don't see the version of me that y'all see right now. They don't see that of me in my housing. I go in there and it's business. I'm not in there laughing and giggling and kikiing. It ain't nothing funny. It's business being involved. What we talking about? If I got to go up in there, it's a problem. So I run a strict program. Listen, Amanda said Lane is like a 6'3" man in a 5. Yup, that's me. I'm a 6'3" man in a 5'5" body, woman body. I just look like this. They know not to play. They know not to play with me. So you just gotta have that aura that command respect. My aura just commands respect everywhere I go. So I don't have those issues. And honestly, if they do, and it's another thing, as a woman, if a man do get out of line, I'm gonna address it right then and there, and I'm gonna shut it down. I'm not about to sit there and laugh like ha ha ha. No, I'm gonna be like, what are you talking about? Like, you got a problem? I'm a just like that. I'm gonna address it. I'm not playing with them. I don't care. Siobhan said, which replay should I get started? So the replay, I would say get the Start Your Independent Housing Program or get the bundle. That is the best thing to get started with. That's all we trying to tell y'all. Like, don't be too friendly. You cannot be friendly when you handling business. This is a business at the end of the day. I'm not here to be kikiing and all giggly with y'all. This is money involved, and this is my livelihood. This business, y'all, is what made me financially free. This is how I fund my lifestyle. I'm not about to, it ain't nothing funny when I'm walking in these houses. This is my business. What are we joking about? What are we talking about? Ain't nothing funny. Like, you, where the money at? You acting up? Let's sit down. We having a house meeting right now. Everybody, let's go. You gotta mean business behind yours. This is your company. It's gonna go as far as you wanted to go, or it's gonna stop is wherever you gonna stop it at. You can't be around there playing around, y'all. This is our livelihood. This is how we eat. You have to protect your investment. You have to protect your business. Nobody's going to protect your stuff like you. I built this. This is my baby. I'm not about to let nobody tear that down. Absolutely not. So yeah, that's why we create safe and structured living environments, y'all. The people that we house, they need rules. They need structure. That's why they end up in the housing programs that they're in. And here's another thing. This is another thing. Somebody said, which one tells us who to call to get roommates? Oh, my bundle, it tells you from A to Z. It's almost 3 hours long. It walks you from A to Z, how to set this up in any city in any state, how to find the clients, how to find landlords and property management companies that allow you to rent these homes if you don't have access to property. It also teaches you how to structure your housing program so you don't have to be there every day. I don't have to visit my homes every day, y'all. I have 6 homes and 49 beds. I rent all 6 homes with permission. So that means the landlords, they know what I do and they love what I do. So that's why I teach you guys how to set these up in your cities and your states, because there's a demand for housing everywhere, not just in the city. Even rural areas need housing. So that's what I try to get y'all to understand. This is interesting. I'm 60 and plan to retire at 62. To do something like this, what bundle are you selling? So I teach you guys how to start a housing program. And here's the thing. This is not a group home. This ain't no personal care home. This ain't no assisted living. This is independent housing. Some people call it independent living, co-living, shared housing. It's all the same concept. But the key thing is we are not providing any care or any services to these individuals. We are only offering them a safe and structured living environment to call home. That's what the difference is. You are not giving nobody 3 meals a day. You don't have to have 24-hour staff around the clock. You don't have to bathe nobody up. You don't have to give out no medications. And that's what the difference is. Shantae said, yes, girl, I'm praying in Q3. I'll be ready to go. All right, let's go. I'll be here when you're ready. So for everybody that's in the chat, hold on one second. I've been in healthcare for a long time. So that's the easy part. I've done this with my own family, my laws, but they're all passed away. Yeah. Yeah, this is not no ALF, y'all. This ain't no assisted living. This is independent living, independent housing. That's the new wave. We not starting up group homes no more. It's over with for that. The days of starting up group homes, personal care homes, and assisted livings, finito. It's over with. We ain't doing that no more. This the new wave, and that's why I'm putting y'all onto this. You don't need no license to start this up. You don't need no certification. Do I got any mods in the chat? We got to get these trolls up out of here. Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. They being weird in my chat. Les, I'm gonna make you a mod. Hold on. We gotta get these weirdos out of here. Disrupting my chat like this. Can you start without a LLC? Absolutely. So here's the thing, y'all. When I first got started with this business, hold on, who is this? All right, I'm still getting used to streaming on YouTube. It's kind of cool. So I'm still looking at the little features. I just saw a notification. Are you supplying Wi-Fi and cleaning services? Absolutely. And let me tell y'all this: the only reason I get them Wi-Fi is because my cameras need Wi-Fi to run. In order for me to see what's going on, I need to have my cameras live and in action. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I got eyes and ears on all my location. So look, any house I want to see, I'm pulling them cameras up. I can hear through these cameras. You could talk through these cameras. You can run them back. That's your 24-hour staff. You don't need 24-hour staff when you have camera systems, y'all. And that's what I teach y'all in the replay. That's why y'all need to invest in my replay that walks you from A to Z. Yes, I know I'm trying to do this. I remember when I was a younger girl, someone in my neighborhood was doing this. Listen, people been doing this for so long. And that's the thing. This is not new. Can you finish answering the question about not needing an LLC? Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so when you first get started, you don't need an LLC right away. Now, when I first got started, I did it in my personal name. I did it in my personal name. However, when that money start moneying and you start getting people into your housing, you definitely want to eventually get an LLC because you don't want to put all of that money in your personal account. So, but when you're just starting out, you don't have nobody in your beds. Okay, you can start with your personal name. However, when you start getting 2, 3 people, 4 people in your house, go get you an LLC. You can afford it now, but you don't absolutely have to get an LLC right out the gate. So that's what I try to tell people. And honestly, in my replay, y'all, I give y'all the most cost-effective way to start this business on a shoestring budget. You don't need a whole lot of money to start a housing program. My very first house is it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I still have that house to this day. It's actually my women's house. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. My rent was only $1,850. My deposit was $1,850. So I only needed a total of $3,700 to get into the house. I already had furniture because before I was doing this business, I was doing Airbnb. And then any like miscellaneous items like cameras and door locks, I use my credit card. So honestly, y'all, you don't have to break the bank. It just depends on where you're located in the first, whatever the first month is in the deposit. That's pretty much what you're going to be looking like. That's pretty much the price range that you can gauge. But I'm in Georgia. I'm in Metro Atlanta. So it might not be, if the cost of living might be higher for you or it might be cheaper for you. My issue is needing upfront the money for the first time rental in New York. What part of New York, Jones lady? I got students in New York that's up and running, doing their biggest one. What part of New York are you in? But absolutely, I have students everywhere that's doing this business model. YouTube, let's hit the likes up on the live stream. Let's hit the likes up on the live stream and boost out this video into the algorithm. So yes, y'all, if you've ever had desire to get paid from housing veterans, seniors, people that's transitioning from prison or jail, people that are disabled but can still live independently, you need to be starting you a housing program. Anybody can start a housing program, y'all. You can even be a felon. Nobody's coming to check your credentials. We are not offering care. We are only offering a safe and structured living environment for these people to call home. And one of my top students, y'all, she is a felon. She has 3 houses up and running and they are filled. So that's proof that nothing is holding you back from starting this business. Not a background, not a credential. You don't need any of those things. As long as you got a business mind and a heart to want to help people, you definitely can thrive in this business for sure. You definitely can thrive in this business. Yeah. So upstate New York, if you're in upstate, I have students up and running in upstate. One of my students, Renata, she's up and running in upstate New York. And I got Monique, she's in upstate New York as well. I got to listen. You better join the winning team. My students is really winning in real life. Y'all better invest in the right mentors because me and mine, we going to the top every single time. We getting paid for our purpose without being no nonprofit. We don't have to be no group home. We are creating impactful businesses and housing programs. That's what the difference is. What's the difference between purchasing the replay and the Tampa event? So the in-person event is more of a deep dive of the material. It's more of a deep dive of the material. So that's us putting the material into real life action. So if you aren't really familiar with the business model, if you attend a Tampa event, some of the things might go over your head because we're going to be putting real things into place, like doing role plays and different things. So if you're not really familiar with the business model, it might go over your head. You might have to catch up. So I would say start with that replay first. Invest in the replay first and then get a ticket to Tampa. And then once you get into the community, because when you invest in your replay, you get access and you get ongoing support to the community. And then in that community, you get a discounted rate to attend the in-person event. So that's another thing. So I would say get that replay first, and then you'll have discounts to everything being inside the community, the FB community. Nothing can stop you. I used to live in one myself. Delaware is a hotspot. I have a student up and running in Delaware. Absolutely. My students are doing this in Delaware. I promise y'all. Y'all thinking that this is something new? People been doing this for ages. They just don't broadcast it. I just bring it to the internet. And I tell people that you can become financially free through housing individuals in need, because I'm proof. This is a business shot that has made me financially free. I don't have to clock into no 9 to 5. I don't have to rely on no man to fund my lifestyle. My business fund my lifestyle. So you can actually go out there and build something that's impactful and something that can make you an income for yourself, where you don't have to clock in. If you don't want to clock in, you ain't got to clock in. I clock into me. I don't clock into nobody's 9 to 5. So that's what the difference is. I give you guys options. I teach you that there's more to life. If you don't want to clock into that 9 to 5, you don't have to. Go out there and create you something impactful that you can be proud of and that can pour back into your community. And that's what I have done through independent housing. And that's why I get on here and I teach you guys what's possible for you. So if you've ever had desire to house veterans, seniors, people coming home from prison, people that are disabled but can still live independently, you can start a housing program. We're not starting up group homes no more. It's over with for that. That's done up. We're not starting up personal care homes. We're not going through all that red tape. We're not doing that. I'm taking everyday people and showing them that they can create something. It don't matter your background. It don't matter your credit score. It don't matter your credentials. As long as you got a business mind and a heart to want to help somebody and a pure heart, I promise you can thrive in this business. You can thrive in this business. I don't have to work a 9 to 5. My houses overly take care of me, y'all. I got options. I don't got to rely on no man to fund my lifestyle. My business is my funds my lifestyle. So that's what I want for y'all. I want y'all to experience freedom. You need financial freedom and time freedom. And only thing that's going to give you that is creating a business. Creating a business. And the difference is I teach you guys how to create impactful businesses. My mission for 2026 is to create more impactful CEOs. And that's exactly what I'm doing. My students are investing in this replays. They setting up their housing programs. They pouring back into their communities. They coming into it with the right intentions. They not money hungry. Somebody asked me about, can they make 6 figures in this business? This is one thing, y'all. I've never been a teacher that sit up here and lead y'all with money. I don't lead y'all with that. The money is overly good, but I will never get up here and lead y'all with money. I lead y'all with freedom. I lead y'all with impact. That's my mission. That's what make me different from them other teachers that's flashing 6 figures in your face. I don't got to do all that. I have real substance. I teach my students real substance. We having real impact. We having real motion. When you have real motion and real impact, you don't have to lead with money. It never gave having to get on here and lead with money to sell a course. I don't care about that. The money is a byproduct. Your heart is in the right place and you create something that's impactful, the money is going to come. The money is going to come. So that's why I teach you guys how to set these up properly with decency and integrity. We not stacking people in no daggone bunk beds, putting 10 people in one room. We ain't doing that. We not sitting here telling people, oh, I make $500K a year, come and take my class. It never gave that. I'm really having motion in real life when I turn these cameras off. When I'm not on here talking to y'all, I have real motion in my life. I got businesses off the scenes that's making me money. And that's what it's about. We here to make a difference and impact. The money is going to come. The money is going to come. So make sure your head is in the right place. Make sure your heart is in the right place. Come into this business with the right intentions. And the money is nothing to even question. I get paid by the bed. I teach you guys how to get paid by the bed. Hey, Barbara, I teach you guys how to get paid by the bed. So you can do the math. We're doing shared rooms. If I charge a minimum of $750 a month, listen, one of my houses profit me over $4,000. But I don't got to get on here and lead y'all with that. It never gave that. You can look at me and see I ain't stressed for nothing. I get on the plane anytime I want to, I take a flight. But I don't got to do all of that. I come on here to show y'all to get your mission together, create impact, and the money is going to come. I promise you it's going to come. So yes, that's what the difference is. I teach you guys how to create impactful businesses through starting your own housing program. So if you've ever had desire to get paid from housing veterans, seniors, people transitioning from prison, people that are disabled but can still live independently, start you up a housing program, y'all. This is a new wave. We not starting up group homes no more. Some people call this independent living. Some people call this shared living, shared housing. It's all the same concept. It's all the same concept. But I had to go off on y'all. Like, I'm very passionate and I love what I do. So I love what I do. Like, that's how you could tell when a person, and that's why I tell y'all in this business, even on these internets, make sure y'all have discernment. Anybody you invest in your money with, use your discernment. I never have to get on here and have to sell a course. I do this to show people the life that they can live and the freedom and the impact that they can make, and by operating in a purpose and not having to be a nonprofit, not having to start a group home, not having to do things that you probably would never have the chance to do. Everybody don't have 40K sitting around to open up a group home, to open up and get licensed and all this crazy stuff. I bring real businesses to y'all that everyday people can do. Everyday people can do. And that's what the difference is. That's the difference between me and the other ones. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to sit here and give you smoke and mirrors, flash, numbers, money, and try to bait you that way. It never gave that. It never gave that. Adrian said, is it very difficult to get the landlords to buy into this business? No. That's why when you become a student of mine, listen, y'all, in my replay, I really walk y'all down from A to Z. I teach you how to start this up in any city in any state, how to find the clients that need housing and have guaranteed money, because this is completely private pay. So what does private pay mean? Private pay means the individuals that we house have their own income. They got Social Security, disability, VA benefits, retirement, and some of them even work jobs. So those are the people I teach you guys to go after. When you go after that population, you don't need grants. You don't need to get money from insurance, because our people have their own money. As long as they can pay you, they can stay. And another thing, I teach you guys how to find landlords and property management companies in your area that'll give you permission to do this business. So my landlord script is also inside my replay. And I also teach you how to set this up where you don't have to be at your houses every single day. Your houses will run itself. So if you're in the chat and you want to get started in this business, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. I'm thinking I might give y'all a discount today. For those that's serious, for the real action takers that's in the chat that's really trying to create an impactful business, I need to see some ones in the chat, and I'll drop the price for y'all. Tasha said, thanks, Lynn. You're a great inspiration. Gratitude. Thank you, Tasha, for being around. Shout out to my day ones. That's another thing. Shout out to all my day ones that have been riding out with me, from TikTok to FB to even YouTube. We are officially at like over 13K subscribers. And I do not take that lightly. I thank y'all so much for following and subscribing. I don't take that lightly. I take my platforms very serious. I take my mission very serious. And that's why I'm passionate, y'all. All right, we got some ones in the chat. Okay, so here's what I'll do, y'all. So only while I'm on this live, and I'm going to be getting off soon. So only while I'm on this live, I'm going to discount my replay that teaches you how to get started. And the replay is almost 3 hours long, and it walks you from A to Z, and you have access to the replay for life. It never expires. So you can watch it 1,000 times. Nobody's going to come and take it from you. You can go at your own pace. If you purchase it today and you want to open it up next month, you definitely can. Nobody's going to take it from you. So unless you delete it out your email, even if you delete out your email, you can still email me and I'll send it right back to you. So the replay is going to teach you guys how you can create your own housing program in any city, in any state, because homelessness is everywhere, not just in major cities. And I got students all over the US that's doing this and that invested in the replay just like you, and that's up and running. So that's what the difference is. You are really glowing in the face. Happiness looks good on you. Thank you. Yes. Listen, y'all. Only thing I could do is get on here and be my most authentic self. People in the world where there are so many fakes, the best thing you can do is be authentic. The best thing you could do is be yourself and be authentic. And that's why I get on here and I pour my heart out, and y'all just see my heart. Y'all see my passion. There's nobody else like me on this internet that's teaching housing. There's nobody else on this internet about me passionate about seeing other people win in real life. Like, I really want to see my students win in real life. So once you guys invest in that replay, you will have ongoing support through our FB community. It's called Independent Housing Community, where we have free virtual monthly meetups. So even after you watch your replay and you still have follow-up questions, you can get your questions answered inside that community, and you can attend the free virtual events and get your questions answered. Me and my business partner, Jay, we hold that group down. And then also, you can also meet other like-minded students that might be in your area. Like I told y'all, we got students all across the US that's up and running almost everywhere. All right, so we got some ones in the chat. So let me drop the price for y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me drop the price for all the action takers in the chat. And listen, the deal is only gonna last while I'm on live. So when I get off, the price is going right back up to the original price. So for y'all that don't get it, I hate that for you. I really do. And there's another thing. We have Klarna and Afterpay. So if you want to do the payment plan, you definitely can. Well, the bundle is already discounted. I'm gonna just discount the individual. Hold on. The bundle is already discounted. Hold on. But you can purchase the replay separately, and you can purchase the form separately. Hold on. Come to Nashville, Tennessee. I don't really know if I have a big community in Nashville. LaQuinta said, I'm loving you. You can really tell you are truly the real deal. Thank God for you. Listen, when you operating in your purpose, and this is what I want for y'all. When you operating in your purpose, you don't never have to do too much. It just flows effortlessly. When you're walking in purpose, you never have to pretend to be something you're not. You don't have to sit here and put on a facade, put on the act. The version of me that y'all see, this is me in real life. This is me in real life. I can only be myself. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to help people elevate and push people to their purpose. I'm here to teach people how to create impactful businesses and become financially free. My mission is to help you live life more abundantly. I live it for myself and I love it. And the freedom that I have, I wish everybody could experience this, honestly. But what I'm going to tell y'all is this: it's going to come with you investing in yourself, and it's going to come with you putting in the work. This is not going to be an overnight situation. You have to stay down for your come up. I did not get where I am today overnight, y'all. I've been doing this. I signed my first lease in 2021. So I've been doing this for some time. So this is not just this is not a get rich quick scheme. I never want to sit here and mislead y'all with that. That's why I never bait y'all with numbers. I never try to like say, "Oh, you want to make 6 figures, you want to quit your job." It never gave that. That's not my pitch. That's not my mission. So I never do that to y'all. I just try to keep it real. And I try to show you guys all sides of this business because honestly, what I do is not easy, but I love it. I'm walking in my purpose. When you walking in your purpose, things are bearable. It ain't, I'd rather do this than work a 9 to 5 all day long. Even though my clients get on my nerves sometimes, even though they calling my phone and they be complaining, so-and-so ate my food. Listen, I would take that all day long than to go clock into a 9 to 5, y'all. I promise you that. So you got to pick your struggle. You got to pick your heart. You got to pick your heart at the end of the day. And I love what I do. Even though they get on my nerves, I would not trade it for the world. And that's how you know. That's how you know you operating in purpose and you walking in your calling. When you are moving with purpose and you just at peace. Like, that's what the difference is. Hold on, y'all. Let me finish discounting everything for y'all. So for everybody that's in the chat that want to get started, all of my replays are on sale. The best thing to invest in is the bundle deal, y'all. The bundle deal is going to come with the replay and the forms. And it's only going to be up for a few minutes because I'm going to get off soon. So let me show everybody how to invest in the replay. So if you're on YouTube, if you click in the description of this video, it should be linked in my stand store. On TikTok, let me show TikTok how to get it. So hold on. If you are on TikTok, what you're going to do is you're going to click on my profile picture right up there, and it's going to take you here. You're going to click right where it says STAN, and it's the second. This is on sale. The bundle is on sale, the replay, and this is how you get the replay. So this is the storefront, y'all. When y'all click on my stand, this is what's going to come up. So the first one is the tickets for Tampa. And then the next one is the bundle. So this is what I recommend everybody to start with because it comes with the forms and the replay. But some of my students already have the replay and they don't have the forms. So that's why I discounted the forms. I discounted my reentry replay. So if you want to know how to house the prison population, people coming home from jail or prison, I did a replay specifically for that population because that's kind of like a special population. So yeah, I've been watching you. I've been watching you for a while and other ILF gurus here, and I'm sold on you for real. I'm ready. I'm cracking up Wi-Fi money. Listen, a lot of people is just, I don't know. It be smoke and mirrors, and then you could tell. That's why I tell y'all, move with discernment at the end of the day. Cause the real is gonna always stand out amongst the fake. Always. Always. I hope they label their food. Yeah, they label their food, but they still gonna eat each other food. Listen, they act like big kids, even though they're adults, they act like children. And somebody told me once a man, twice a child. And that's so true. These are big grown adults, seniors acting like little kids. And they will argue over food. Oh, so and so did this, da da. It happens. That's just a part of business. But honestly, I love it. I would take them problems all day long than to work and clock into an office job that I hate and deal with miserable coworkers that's gossiping and trying to get in my business. Oh, who she with? Do she got any kids? Listen, y'all could keep them problems. I'm not on that type of time no more. I like being able to get on the plane, hop on my plane, do my big one, go take a trip for 2 days, 48 hours, come back home. That part. I'm not sitting here. Can I get some time off this week? I'm not. You listen, you deny my time off, you better find somebody to fill in for me. Simple as that. But for everybody that's in the chat that's wanting to get started in this business, all of my products are discounted. Right now is the best time to invest in your replay because when I hop off a live stream, everything is going right back up. The best thing to start with, y'all, is the bundle deal. And for everybody that's taking action right now in the chat, I'm gonna show you guys how to join the FB community. So after you invest in your replay, you get ongoing support through our FB community. Let me show you. So it's called, hold on. It's called Independent Housing Community on FB. Why is my phone doing this? Hold on, y'all. This is acting funny. And then this is where we have free monthly meetups. You can get your questions answered, but the only way to join, you have to put the email you purchased with to be approved. So once you invest in your replay, you have to go request this on FB and put the email you purchased with to be approved. This is where you get your questions answered. And this is where you can find other students that are in your city and in your area. Look at this. Sasha in the chat. Sasha had just invested in her replay. And look, she already set her housing up, y'all. Shout out to Dawn. Dawn did her biggest one. Listen, I'm gonna start showing y'all some receipts. This is one of my students, Sasha. Is Sasha in the chat? Sasha just took the replay. Sasha just invested in her replay and she already set her housing up. Like, this is what we talking about. I nothing but winners is around me. No other coach has success stories the way my students is popping out with success. Where is Keisha? Is Keisha in the chat? One of my students, Keisha. Keisha invested in the replay January 3rd. She just made a post yesterday in the group that she had her house filled. So you can't sit here and tell me that the stuff don't work. You got to be willing to put the work in. But yes, we got some real action takers and heavy hitters in the chat. So if you want to get started, that replay is on sale. The forms are on sale and the bundle is the best thing to start with. Yes, it's discounted, Bree Bay. So if you go into my LINK is right in there. It's already discounted. No discount code needed. Oh, there she go. Yeah, Keisha in the chat. And listen, y'all, I'm bringing. Oh, on FB, you're gonna have to go. Let me show FB how to get it. On FB, it be acting weird sometimes. So you're gonna have to go to my profile and you're gonna have to click on the link that's right here in my bio. So when you go to my actual profile and click the link that's in my bio, and that's where you can find the bundle, you can find the forms and the replays. Everything is discounted. Let me see. But listen, that's what happened when you invest in the right mentor that really want to see you win. I hold nothing back from my community. Even after you watch your replay and you felt like there was something that I didn't cover, you can ask the question in the community and we're going to answer it. And you can even come to the monthly meetups that are free and virtual. Get your questions answered. We hold nothing back. So if I don't answer the question on these lives, more than likely I already covered it inside my replay. And I'm gonna tell y'all some of the questions that I will not address on the live. I will never address insurance questions openly on a free forum like this. You have to be a student, and I will not tell you guys the screening questions. So you have to be a student. Once you become a student inside my community, I hold nothing back from y'all. I tell y'all everything, the real deal, the raw, the authentic, the uncut. Let me tell y'all this. I tell you guys that you don't need zoning to do this, which you don't. You don't need zoning. You don't need certification. However, situations happen in this business. Hey, Jerica. Situation. Are you Jerica that's in the community or are you a different Jerica? So listen, I tell y'all, you don't need zoning or certification to do this business, but things happen. So for example, yeah, so if you're on FB, you're gonna have to go to my actual profile to pull it up because the link is not gonna work inside the live. So you have to go to my actual page and click right here. Oh, back to what I was telling y'all though. But listen, y'all, the city came out to my house zoning. But guess what? I sent them on their way. They couldn't find nothing wrong because number one, it's nothing illegal about providing safe housing for individuals in need. So if you're on FB, the link is linked in this video description. So if you click, it's somewhere in this live video description. So if you click on my drop down, it's my stand store, and you click that, and that's how you can get Shalisha. Yeah, you're gonna have to access the link through my profile. Oh, you said not there yet, but I'm on my way. Period. All right. So yeah, but yeah, y'all, the city came to my house. But guess what? I sent them along their way because I knew the right things to say. And that's why you want to invest in the right mentor that can coach you, that been through situation. I'm gonna tell you why they came. So I'm gonna say that for my students because I gotta retell that story to my students in my community. But I know why they came though, and that's why you want to invest in the right mentors that can prepare you for any given situation because things happen in this business. Things happen. And when y'all be trying to piece everything for free, what would you do in that situation? You wouldn't know. You probably be somewhere panicking, scared, like, oh God, they gonna shut me down. They gonna do this. So the only way to become a student, you have to either invest in my bundle or invest in my replay. That's the only way, or attend the in-person event. No, the neighbor didn't call. The neighbor didn't call. It was actually something else that happened that kind of flagged the house. But I'm gonna say that for my students because I gotta re-record the video and give that to my community and let my students know what to do in the event the city comes down to your houses because we're not doing anything wrong. We are offering safe and structured living. The only time you would need a license to do this is if you're running a group home, you provide some type of in-house care. We don't do that, y'all. That's why we are covered. We are absolutely covered with what we do. There's nothing illegal with providing safe housing for people in need. But a lot of people, y'all let fear take over y'all life at any smallest inconvenience. Now, imagine if I was a fear-based person, I would have just panicked and said the wrong thing. Now they telling me, oh, you need a permit, you need a spring. And that's what they was telling me. Oh, you need a permit to do this. You need a sprinkler system to do this. You need this, and that. I said, what? I said, no, I don't. And when I explained it to them, they couldn't say nothing because they couldn't find no fault in me. So that's why you want to invest in the right mentors. If we buy the bundle, does it come with future replays? Well, there's not going to be no other replays, Nina. I only recorded the class one time. So that's all you need. But if you're talking about the free monthly meetups, that comes with you being inside the FB community. So you have free access to that. So we already had our meetup for January. We met on January the 7th, but the next meetup is going to be for February. But even then, you can still drop your questions on the wall inside the community and we're still going to answer. So yeah, once you're a student, you have access to me inside the community, not in my inbox, y'all. The best place to access me is inside that community. I give my students more attention than anybody. Shout out to you for getting your bundle, period. So let me show you guys how to join the FB community. Shout out to Megan. Let me show you guys how to join the FB community. So this is what it looks like. You have to physically request it. It's called Independent Housing Community, and you have to put the email in the question box to be approved. If you do not put your email, you will not be approved. This is not a free entry. This is not one of the free FB groups where you can come in there and wear us out for free. You're gonna have to invest to have access to me. My energy is very exclusive and it's very expensive. I don't allow nobody to burn me out for free. And that's just that on that. Thank you for the gift. That's so cute. That is too cute. But yeah, that's what the difference is. You're not about to sit here and wear me out for free. You're gonna have to spend it. And that's just that on that. So if you want to have access to me, the best way to have access to me is to become a student. So definitely invest in yourself. Get that replay, y'all. Get those bundles. If you already a student and you want to get your forms, the forms is currently on sale as well. Everything is discounted. My replay for housing the prison population is also on sale. My replay for the starting your housing program is on sale. The bundle is the best. Shout out to Megan. Ooh, hold on. Shout out to Megan. Megan said, I just purchased a bundle. I love your vibe and your heart. Let's go. Period. Listen, the real is going to always prevail. And that's why I tell y'all, use your spirit of discernment. I really want to see my people win in real life. So that's what the difference is. So this is a community you want to request, Megan, for everybody that's being action takers in the chat. Make sure you go request the community. It's called Independent Housing Community. And you have to put the email that you purchased with to be approved. That's the only way to join my community, y'all. So the way to become a student is to either invest in my replay that is linked inside this description or get the bundle. Once you invest in your bundle or you get my replay, you have access to join my exclusive FB community where we pretty much give you ongoing support along your journey. So it's not like you just purchasing something and that's it. No, you actually get ongoing support inside the FB community. And I tell people that FB community is gold because you have accountability in there. You are around like-minded individuals that's on the same journey as you. Some people may have already gotten started. Some people might just be getting started. So you have a little bit of everyone in there. We all got the same goal, the same mission to create impact and income for ourselves, to become financially free and to pour back into people that's in need. So that's what we do. That's why you want to become a student and get around the right individuals that really are passionate and want to see you win. Shout out to Bertha. Shout out to Bertha. So yes. But for everybody that's in the chat, everything is discounted. My bundle is currently discounted. My replays are discounted. My forms are discounted only while I'm on this live. Only while I'm on this live. So drop y'all questions. I'm going to answer some more questions while y'all still getting y'all bundles and y'all getting y'all forms and y'all replays. Somebody said, so tell them you only provide safe housing. Yeah, that part. Anything with a daggone group home, them people is going to spin you in circles. They're going to tell you need all type of sprinkler systems. So how do you get it on YouTube? Let me see. So is there a way for you to drop down my description bar? I should have all my links linked. If you're on FB, you have to go to my actual profile to get it. Hold on, let me show you. And for everybody that's requesting the group, as soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna let everybody in. So on FB, you have to click on my profile, and it's in my bio right here. And YouTube, let me show YouTube how to get the replay. But it should be in my profile. Let me show you. So if you go to my channel, in my description, you should see my LINK, and it's right here, the stand. You see that? The stand store, this is it right here. So when you click on that one, you should be able to see my bundle, my replay, and my forms. LaQuinta said, just made my bundle purchase, but I still can pay for Tampa class, right? Yes. Shout out to you, LaQuinta. Yes, but make sure you join the FB community so you can get your ticket at a discounted rate. So this is the community. This is the FB community that I want y'all to join after you purchase your replay. So that way you can get your ongoing support and you can stay plugged into the community. It's called Independent Housing Community, and this is what it looks like. But you have to be a student to have access to me. My energy is exclusive and it's not free. Heavy on that. So you got to invest to be around me and have access to me. Tanisha said, I love the fact that your live is clean. I can watch with children around. Yeah, Tanisha, I'm very clean. I'm a very clean person. I keep it clean. I keep it classy. I keep it ladylike. So my YouTube channel is Lane Lavish. Shout out to you, Janelle. Period. We got some heavy hitters. We got some action takers in the chat. How can it be different prices for the meeting? Oh, so you have to be a student. Once you are inside the community, our community has so many different perks. So once you invest and you join this community, we offer things at a discounted rate for our community. So we have a link in here to get a discount code for Tampa. But I tell people you have to be a student first before you can have access to the discounts and things like that in the monthly events. But honestly, Tampa is for anybody, but you're just gonna have to pay full price. So if you want to attend Tampa and not purchase the replay, you definitely can. Absolutely. But for all my action takers, let me show y'all, because the price is going right back up when I get off this live. Make sure you guys go join and request the FB community. You have to physically go and request it inside FB. It's called Independent Housing Community, and put the email you purchased with to be approved. The link is not available. So LaBelle, you have to go. FB is acting kind of weird. So you're gonna have to go to my profile and click right here. Click right here and get the LINK through that. Shout out to you, Jennifer. Jennifer got her bundle. I know that's right. We got some heavy hitters, action takers in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna approve everybody's request when I get off of here inside the community. So make sure you put your email. Oh, and another thing. Make sure you guys have a profile picture. That's one of the group rules. It don't have to be a picture of you, y'all. It can be a picture of a dog. It can be anything, but that's one of the rules. We don't like no trolls. We don't want nobody in the group with no profile picture. So even if it's a picture of the color purple, or it can be anything, but just make sure you have a profile picture on your, even if you got to create a brand new profile, just put any picture so we can approve it, and then put your email. I've been thinking about group homes. I know you're not in that field, but in independent housing is young men. I don't understand your question, Loner. What you mean by that? Is what? I don't get the end of that part. I'm interested and love this, but thinking how it will work in Hawaii, specifically the island of Kauai, where Mark Zuckerberg has a home. Thinking, what, Jennifer? We got people from Hawaii in the chat. Period. So, what's homelessness like in Hawaii, though? Is there a big demand for like housing? Is there a lot of homelessness over there? So I tell people, yes, if you get the replay, Justin, you become a student through that way. So you'll have access to me inside the community, inside the FB community. And we host free monthly meetups that are virtual, that people can come on through Google Meet, get their questions answered, talk to us, and things like that. Yeah, so when it comes to Hawaii, I don't know. What's homelessness like out there? Is it like a high ratio of homelessness? If not, it might not work. However, I do see people that offer like homes for, oh, it's lots of homelessness out there. Oh, but here's the thing: in them nicer parts of the world, like Cali, them homeless people be trying to thug it out because the weather be nice over there. So I don't know. Hawaii seemed like a good place to be homeless. I'm not even going front, but honestly, I'm not going to say, listen, I'm a prime person. I'm gonna always tell people you won't know until you try it. I'm gonna try something. Even if I don't know, I'm gonna try it. How quickly will I be at it? So when I get off of here, I'm gonna add everybody. Edwina said, I just left and was there 2 years. You was in Hawaii? And she said there's a lot of homelessness. Well, she said on the island of Kauai, where Mark Zuckerberg is, I think that might be the wealthy. So it's homelessness on the wealthy. Oh, it's very expensive. Oh, I mean, well, in that case, it might could work. You know, they have something called hostels, y'all. There's something called hostels where people rent out beds too, and they put them on like Airbnb and things like. Listen, there's so many ways you can set up your business. You just got to get creative. You just definitely got to get creative. Oh, okay. Les says she was out there too. It's a lot of homelessness. Now, listen, anything is possible, y'all. I'm a prime believer that anything is possible. I'm not about to sit here and tell you something can't be done, because anything is possible in this life. If you want it bad enough, don't ever let nobody tell you what you can't do. And I'm gonna always advocate for y'all on that right there. When it comes to people taking a risk on themselves, betting on themselves, and creating businesses, I'm gonna always advocate for you to go after your dreams every single time. I don't care how delusional it is. I'm the most delusional person in this world, but guess what? All my delusions becoming true. This housing program that I introduced to y'all, I remember when this was just a thought in my head, and I told a loved one, I said, I want to start a housing program for people, for guys coming home from prison to get their life back in order. And you know what they told me? Who gonna listen to you? Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody share a room? I said, okay, I'm gonna show you. I said, that ain't for you to understand, and that ain't for me to understand. I just know I want to do it, and I'm gonna do it. Simple as that. And guess what? I went out there and I made it happen. So I'm going to always advocate for people going after their dreams. I will never tell nobody that, oh, I don't think you could do that. No, anything is possible. You want it bad enough, go out there and do it and prove people wrong. That's my mindset on it. That's my mindset. So for everybody that's in the chat, for everybody, Les said there are many people doing this in Hawaii. Okay, so listen, there's people doing this in Hawaii. So honestly, just because you guys don't see it with your physical eyes, don't mean that it's not happening. It's a lot of people doing things behind the scenes, and that's another thing. Even with y'all looking, if y'all was to look at my houses from the outside looking in, you wouldn't just drive down the street and say, oh, that's a housing program right there. You would never know. It looks just like a regular house, just like your house. You would never know. So just because people don't have a big old sign in the yard, it does not mean that you can't do this. Shout out to the action takers in the chat that's getting a replay. Las Vegas has a large population as well. Yeah, that's another thing. We have somebody that's doing this inside the community. She's in Las Vegas and she's up and running and doing really well. And honestly, depending on where you are, there's different demographics you can go after. So there's different demographics. Y'all know I house low income veterans, seniors, but depending on where you are in the world, you might house a different demographic, whether that's college students, whether that's whatever the case may be. And that's the beauty of this business. It is no one size fit all. You adjust your business model to your area, to your liking, and to the demand and to the need of your community. That's where the impact come in, y'all. That's where the impact come in. Do you have a cleaning service? So everyone cleans after themselves in the home. So we have house rules. Everybody is grown and responsible where they can clean after themselves. So for everybody that's in the chat, I'm about to head out. I'm going to leave the replay up. I'm going to leave the replay up on sale. And I'm going to get off of here at 9:00. But everything is discounted in my store. So if you want to get started, the replay is on sale. My forms is on sale. My bundle is on sale. Shout out to you, Cut from a Different Cloth. You always coming through to the lives, adding good energy. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to all my new subscribers on YouTube for doing y'all biggest one and joining the community on this channel. We elevate, we impact, and we become financially free. And that's what it's about. So I teach you guys how to create an impact in your community while making an income for yourself. And that's what the difference is. So if that's something that inspires you, stick around. We going to the top 2026. We not playing games. We are not clocking into 9-to-5s. We having options. Now, if you want to clock into your 9-to-5, be my guest. But me and we not clocking into no 9-to-5. We are the 9-to-5. What JT said, I don't work jobs. I am the job. So I'm not clocking into nobody. So for me and mine, it's to the top for us. Get your replay, invest in yourself, join the FB community, and let's take action. Do not sit on the material and not do nothing with it. Actually open it up, watch it, and start pausing it, implementing it, come back to it, do another part, come back to it, do another part. And then you can have your testimonial in the group and say, look, y'all, I opened up my first house and my first client is moving in today. Listen, one of my ladies in the group, she just posted today. Oh, no, I think it was Tyrese. I don't know if Tyrese is in the chat. Look at this. What did it say, y'all? My first resident got they first person, my first resident. And that was today. So we got some real action takers in the chat. Look, I have a receipt. Nothing but receipts, y'all. What that say? 2 hours ago. This is in my community. My students, they doing their biggest one. So what's stopping you from going after your dream and building something impactful and becoming financially free? Nothing but your fear. Put that fear to the side and take action. The only thing that's going to beat that fear is you moving and taking action. That's it. Don't even think about it. Just do. Even listen, y'all, I'm a real introvert in real life. Y'all think it's easy for me to get on these platforms and be visible? It's not. But I push past that. I get on here because my mission is bigger than my fear. Your mission has to be bigger than your fear at the end of the day. And this is what I told one of the ladies inside the community, y'all. One of the ladies was like, I'm so scared. I don't want to do it. I said, listen, I understand it's scary, but if you don't do it, guess what? God going to call somebody else to do it and live the life that you want to live because you were scared. So you can sit here and be scared all you want. God going to raise somebody else up Whether that's me, whether that's one of my students, and you're going to be sitting there hating on them. Like, Dad, I wish I would have started my housing program. This lady just got started and it's 2028 and you still scared. And you done missed your time. So listen, y'all could play around with your purpose if you want to. Me and mine, we not doing that. You move with your fear. When you take action, that fear is going to go away. That's what it's about. That's what you get investing in me as your mentor. We not just talking business. We talking mindset. We elevate mindsets and I shift your tax bracket at the same time. Go get y'all replays. Go get y'all replays and stop playing so much. Period. Hey, Shelly. Period. Yeah, and that's just that on that. Listen, y'all can sit here and be scared. And as soon as I told her that, she said, "You absolutely right. Thank you for that." Simple as that. Sit here and be scared and watch God raise somebody else up. We don't got time for games in 2026, y'all. We elevate and we leveling up and we pouring into our communities and we're becoming financially free. Scared money ain't gonna make you no money. You scared, go to church. And even in the church, they're gonna tell you God ain't give you no spirit of fear. Period. So you can even take that fear to the church house and they're gonna tell you you can't bring that fear up in here. That's exactly what they're gonna tell you. And that's just that on that. Period. Yeah, I'm financially. Let's go. Y'all better get y'all replays and stop playing so much. Look, I'm taking y'all to church tonight. But shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. I'm gonna leave a replay up a little bit while I get off, but make sure you guys invest in yourself. 2026 is a year of elevation. We create impactful businesses. We becoming impactful CEOs. And that's what the difference is. We're moving with integrity. Thank you for the gifts. We moving with integrity. We building something that lasts beyond us. And our mission is bigger than ourselves, y'all. Even me getting on here and putting myself out here for y'all, the mission is bigger than me. Even me, I gotta push past my nervousness. I gotta push past my fear because listen, somebody needs me. Somebody on this live stream, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, FB, somebody need to see me tonight. Somebody need to hear my message tonight. So that's why I get on here and do this. Because if I don't, guess what? One of them fakes is gonna come on the live and y'all gonna be deceived. Y'all gonna spend y'all money with them and y'all gonna be crying in my daggone coaching calls, saying that so-and-so scammed me. I don't have nothing to show for it. That's why the real need to show up. Stop being scared. It's people out here taking money from people that's not doing nothing. For real, for real. Y'all got me in my bag tonight. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope I left you inspired, motivated, ready to take action, ready to step into your higher self, become your best self, elevate your life, boss your life up. This is a page for you. This is a channel for you. That's what we do here. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Is Lane Lavish. I'm Lane Lavish on all platforms, TikTok, IG, Facebook. I'm Lane Ash. But make sure y'all follow me on all platforms, Motivated. Thank y'all for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all for showing up, giving me y'all time. I hope to see y'all again. I might be back on tomorrow. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be on Friday because I'm doing a live with my students. So I'm going to bring some of my biggest success stories so y'all can hear from my real success stories on Friday. So make sure you tune in. Turn your notifications on for me. Go get your replays. Go join the FB community once you purchase your replay. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.